There's a lot going on with Gypsy Rose right now, as more and more is being exposed about her split from her ex-husband Ryan Anderson. At the end of March, it came out via Gypsy's Facebook that her and Ryan had split. According to people, she wrote, "People have been asking what is going on in my life. Unfortunately, my husband and I are going through a separation, and I moved in with my parents' home down the bayou. I have the support of my family and friends to help guide me through this. I am learning to listen to my heart right now. I need time to let myself find who I am." Almost immediately, Gypsy started hanging out with her ex-fiance Ken Urker, to the point that the two of them even got matching tattoos. And since then, there's been a lot that's come out. Gypsy's friends and family, as well as Ken's mom, have spoken to the press in regards to her split from Ryan, seemingly blaming him for the reason the two didn't work out. But Ryan is telling a very different story to the press. Gypsy's friends and family, when they spoke to the press, had said her and Ryan had arguments about her spending time with her dad, and Ryan was starting to get jealous of the time that she was spending with her dad instead of spending that time with him. It had also been revealed to People magazine that Ryan allegedly reached out to Gypsy in the first place on a dare, and so her friends and family didn't think that the relationship was genuine on his end. Now, on April 8th, Gypsy officially filed for divorce from Ryan, and on the same day, she actually got a restraining order against him. Some had reported that Ryan also filed for a restraining order, but that does not seem to be true. He has just filed a no response. According to People, Blanchard is seeking interim and final spousal support, as he is at fault in the dissolution of the marriage, and requesting that Anderson not be issued any support. The court ruling will be held on May 23rd. So Gypsy is requesting spousal support, but she does not want any to be issued to Ryan. Now, as far as Ryan, up until now, the only thing that we've heard from him has been on his Instagram and on his TikTok, where he chose to post a video statement in regards to his split with Gypsy, saying that people would see how things played out on the Lifetime series that they have been filming.
Hey everybody, I just want to say thank y'all for the support and the nice messages I've been getting from people. I'm at a friend's watching WrestleMania right now. It's great. I'm enjoying it. You know, I've been a wrestling nerd for a long time. But I need to shave. But you know, I just want to thank everybody for the support. It's been great. I'm just living my life, guys. Y'all will see what really happened on Lifetime. We were filming a lot, so stay tuned for that. And I just want to thank everybody for the support. If you support me, follow me. I will post more stuff eventually. I'm just hanging in. I just want to say thank y'all to everybody, and you know, God bless.
But now even more has been revealed about what these two were fighting about and what might be seen on the show. According to TMZ, it seems the two were fighting over food, accusing Ryan of food hoarding. TMZ wrote, sources close to Gypsy Rose tell TMZ she wasn't fully aware of Ryan's hoarding issues regarding food before moving in with him after her release from prison. We're told this caused tension for the couple in the two-bedroom apartment they shared. Ryan allegedly collects and keeps food items in bulk, which Gypsy Rose Blanchard wasn't feeling. Gypsy told people around her the hoarding behavior reminded her of her late mother, Dee Dee Blanchard. We're told Gypsy was especially bothered by Ryan's fridge, as it was filled with a bunch of old food items that needed to be thrown away, and when he wasn't home, that's exactly what Gypsy did. When Ryan discovered the cleared out fridge, he was not happy, and our sources say that sparked a huge argument which left Gypsy feeling shaken. She found it scary he got so worked up about a fridge. This wasn't the only thing being reported as an issue, as it's also been reported that she had issues with his snoring. But according to sources close to Ryan, he is blaming Gypsy's ex Ken for the reason that the two of them are actually getting a divorce. It's now come out that things started going wrong with her and Ryan after Ken reached out to Gypsy's stepmother in January. Apparently, Ken just wanted to clear the air and talk about why he broke off their engagement years ago, which apparently he had broken up with her after the series The Act came out on Hulu because Gypsy was getting a lot of attention and he he didn't want to be in the spotlight, and so that's why he ended things with her. But in January, he was apparently reaching out to her stepmom and wanted to make it clear he wasn't trying to get back into her life romantically, he just wanted to explain himself. But sources say that Ryan doesn't seem to believe that Ken just called to say his piece and that's it, and is blaming him trying to get back into her life for the reason why him and her started having issues and why they started fighting. The details behind the split doesn't end though, as the articles keep rolling out surrounding what they were fighting about, and in regards to the food hoarding, even more information has been revealed to the public. TMZ did a follow-up article talking more in detail about what exactly was in this refrigerator and said, "We're told him constantly bringing home doggy bags and to-go boxes of chow came to a head at one point before they split, resulting in their fridge getting packed with a ton of containers, which we're told really started to pile up." Our sources also tell us the couple had also been filming season 2 of Gypsy's Lifetime show, where they would get meals provided by production, so those meals would also get boxed up and added to the fridge. Safe to say, this got on Gypsy's nerves after a while. The whole thing is seriously such a mess. There's things being said about him getting jealous that she's spending time with her dad. She's upset about the snoring. She's upset about the food in the refrigerator. There's just so much being said here, and we obviously aren't them, so we don't know if there's anyone to be blamed here or anything like that, but it honestly just sounds like two people that are getting to know each other on another level and realizing that maybe they're just not a match for each other. I mean, we're talking about people that got married while one of them was in prison and they had never spent a night together, never lived together, never spent 24 hours around each other, and then suddenly they have all the freedom in the world together. And I also just feel like in Gypsy's case, she's probably not used to being with someone for this long amount of time, especially a man, which is something that she had previously talked about, that she was not used to living with a man. She hadn't lived with one when she was growing up with her mom, and she hadn't obviously when she was in prison, and now she was experiencing it for the first time. And I do think that when you're adjusting to life outside of prison, and on top of that, you're also adjusting to life as a wife, living with your husband for the first time, there could be things that get on your nerves. And it sounds like things just boiled over. Maybe Ken had something to do with it, who knows, but I just think there was a lot to process for her when she was released. And plus, this information that Ryan allegedly reached out to her on a dare, I mean, nobody wants to hear that. You're obviously going to be looking at your partner sideways if you find out that the only reason why they reached out to you in the first place was on a dare. But there have been people that have already been a little skeptical of Ryan just because he did marry someone that was in prison, and the fact that they had never really spent time together prior to getting married. Obviously, they had visits and phone calls and such, but people just find it a little off. In talking about all of this, though, I do kind of wonder, going back to what was said through sources about what Ryan was feeling towards the phone call with Ken and Gypsy's stepmom, I just kind of wonder if in January it was that phone call like he thinks it is, or if the honeymoon phase had just kind of worn off for them. Obviously, she gets out and they spend all this time together, and it's so amazing because they haven't been able to spend all that time together, but then slowly, once you get out of a honeymoon phase with someone, you are starting to pick up on things that maybe you didn't see before. You kind of open your eyes a little bit and you're seeing some red flags maybe you didn't notice before, or you're just noticing little quirks about the person that you didn't pick up on that maybe start to annoy you, and maybe that's just what happened with these two. But besides talking through sources, Ryan hasn't said anything further other than what he said on Instagram and on TikTok. Gypsy is also off social media right now. She had previously deleted her TikTok and Instagram account, and it seems like she's trying to take time from online to adjust to real life, and she didn't really care about the followers or anything like that. She made that very clear when she was deleting her accounts.
Like, social media is, like, literally a doorway to hell. Like, it's so crazy. I can't even wrap my head around what social media is. I thought that once I got out of prison, I'd come out and I'd enjoy social media like the next, person, taking selfies of myself in the mirror and just acting goofy and everything. It's the simple stuff in life, right? I just don't want to live my life under a microscope. And so I created my private Instagram.
She also seemingly is trying to live her best life right now since she just got a makeover as she got a nose job. Maybe she's gearing up for Hot Girl Summer or something. But tons have just been debating online what went down, and nearly every single comment that's been left on Ryan's Instagram is people asking about the details of all of this. I guess we'll just have to see when their show does air, which is just wild that all of this was being filmed. But let me know what you guys think about all that's come out and been said in regards to this whole situation. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.